Good day everyone, this is Analizal M. Kabugag, and for today's video we are going to discuss about Module 6, Gearing Up for the Future Curriculum Reforms. So in this chapter, we're talking about the enhancement of information of curriculum. At the end of the lesson, the student should be able to first, effective, explain the importance of curriculum reforms. Second, skills, classify reforms for basic education curriculum. Third, knowledge, identify the basic education in every strand. Focus, curriculum designers need to enhance the recommended curriculum, propose curricular innovations to respond to the changing landscape in education regionally and globally. So the Philippine basic educational system prepared to enhance reinformation of the curriculum. So the teacher as a curriculum lower designer, implementation evaluator, they need to know the substantial knowledge. So there was a reform of basic education. So the teacher as a curriculum designer needs to improve and recommend curricular innovation to cater the changing landscape of the educational system in the country. So we as a future curricularist and the teacher, we should be familiar what is the happening and what will happen in our curriculum. As we all know, Republic Act 533, known as the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, is the latest education reform in Philippines education signed into law by President Benigno Aquino III, latest May 15, 2013. Next, K-12 includes 1 year of kindergarten education, 6 years of elementary education and secondary education, 4 years of junior high school, 2 years of senior high school. So as we all know, the basic education was only 10 years, but it was increased to 12 years when it was 1 year kinder education as a requirement as you proceed in grade 1. So next, why K-12? So why is it the K-12 was implemented? So the K-12 was implemented to make the Philippines education system at par with the international standard of 12-year basic education. That's why K-12 was implemented to have a better educated society, capable of pursuing productive employment, entrepreneurship, or higher education studies. So the average, the students who graduated in K-12 is reduced to explore into different parts. It is either proceed higher education, skills development, employment, or venturing into business. In addition, the K-12 graduates are expected to be equipped with 21st century skills such as information, digital, media, and technological skills. So when K-12 was launched on 2012, many citizens have dismount views such as it was a burden kuno the parents who belongs low income status, and some say it has no financial support since it lacks on instructional materials, books, classrooms, and skillful teachers. Mastery of basic competencies in innovation due to congested curriculum. In 2005 to 2006, that result of further students on math and science only. 15% acquired mastery, that majority belongs to low master.
So the next slide is the Philippines is the only remaining country in Asia with a 33-year basic educational program.
So as we all know, Philippines is only the country in Asia that has 10-year basic education program. The short duration of the basic education also put millions of OFW, so graduates of the Philippine school is not considered outside the country due to the lack of education. Okay, let's proceed. Employability of the Latino high school graduates.
So the next is employability of Filipino high school graduates. In the
So
four
the
areas
K-12
of the
curriculum
technology
prepares
and
the
livelihood
students for the
education
world
or
of
TLA,
work,
namely
middle-level
economics,
skills
ICT,
development,
industrial
entrepreneurship,
arts,
and
and college
agriculture and
education.
fishery arts.
So the grade
So
7
in grade
and
10
8
and
is me
12,
to
the
explore at
students is
least each
supposed to have
subjects.
obtained a national certificate or INSI2 from TISDA, INSI1, and INSI2 make a grade 12 graduate employable. The Keto 12 curriculum, in which it stipulates Section 5 of the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. So the DepEd should adhere to the following standards and principles in developing the Enhanced Basic Education's curriculum. A. The curriculum shall be learner-centered, inclusive, and developmentally appropriate. So the learner-centered ultimately means individualized learning. This takes planning and time. So instructor should work towards incorporating more individualized learning experience into their courses. Learning-centered experience empowers to all students into their courses. Learning-centered experiences empower to all students to learn as much as they can do during a course. So experience meaning of learning-centered approach for curriculum development. It is a method of teaching that shifts the focus of instructions from the teachers to the students in the learner-centered curriculum approach. Students choose what they will learn, how they will learn, and how they will assist their own learning. There B. The curriculum shall be relevant, responsive, and research-based. So the relevant curriculum is one that is cognitively demanding and challenging to all students as they apply the essential concept and skills to the real world complex to open-ended situation. Letter C. The curriculum shall be culture sensitive. So it is based on learning to raise principles, sounds research and studies in teaching and learning dynamics. The curriculum shall be culture sensitive, which means that instruction must repeat the cultural identity of the learners. Thirdly, the curriculum shall be contextualized and global. So, and which contextualize and global, you put your lesson in the context. So when we say contextualize teaching means exerting effort to extend learning beyond the classroom into relevant context into the real world. And when we say indigenize and localize, so we are going to localize the lesson. Constructivist listen upon by building their own prior knowledge.
So next is letter A.
The curriculum shall use pedagogical approaches that are constructivist, inquiry-based, reflective, collaborative, and integrative. Pedagogical approaches are commonly understood as the approaches to teaching that it is referred to the theory and practices the learning and how process has impact and influence by this society cultural harmonic and political factors of the students. Next, letter F. The curriculum shall adhere to the principles and framework of mother tongue-based multilingual education, or MTBMLE. So, which starts from where the learners are, which starts from where the learners from what they already knew, proceeding from the unknown to the unknown, instructional materials and capable teachers to implement the mother tongue based multilingual education curriculum shall be available. Letter G. The curriculum shall use the spiral progression approach to ensure mastery of knowledge and skills after each level. So when we say spiral progression means this is an approach and science aims to express the learners into a variety of concepts repeatedly. So next, letter H. The curriculum shall be flexible enough to enable and allow schools to localize, indigenize, and enhance the same based on their respective educational and social context. So, okay, let's proceed to the curriculum tracks. So, after undergoing the senior high school, can choose among 4 tracks, which are the academic, technical, vocational, livelihood, sports track, and arts and design track. So, these are the subjects that we'll use and the competency and advanced skills required in college or textbook education, entrepreneurship, employment, and most important in life. As we all know, the academic track has 4 strands, which are the first, accountancy, business and management or ABM. Second, the science, technology, engineering and mathematics or STEAM. The third, humanities and social science or HUMS. And last is the general academic or GAS. The TVL track also has 4 strands. They are home economics or HE, information and communication technology or ICT, agri-fishery arts, industrial arts. So next is core curriculum. Here are the learner areas comprising the core curriculum. They are mother tongue, Filipino, English, science, mathematics, araling panlipunan, TLE, MAPI, and ESP. These are integrated languages, arts, so this approach is described in reading and learning to read. The concept of language experience throughout the grade by emerging students in reading, writing, talking, listening, and viewing activities and a cut across. Subject matter areas in this approach, students are taught in a way in which all activities tied together rather than in salary. So far, the integrated language, art, mother tongue, Filipino, English for grade 1 to grade 6 focus on the development of literacy and numeracy skills in learning of concepts. First, in the mother tongue from grade 1 to grade 3 and 1 year after transferred to second language, which is the Filipino and English, and then the macro skills, the listening, speaking, and reading, writing, and viewing. Spiral across the grade level and across languages. So the main goal is communicative competencies, both oral and written in 3 language. So, from grade 7 to grade 10, ang Filipino ay naglalayong malinang ang kakayahang komunikatibo at kahusayan sa pag-unawa at pagpapahalagang pangpanitikan ng mga mag-aaral. Grade 7 to grade 10. Ang Filipino ay naglalayong malinlang ang kakayahang komunikatibo, kahusayan sa pag-unawa at pagpapahalaga ng pampanitikan ng mga mag-aaral. Lilinangin ang makrong kasanayan, pakikinig, pagsasalita, pagbabasa at pagsusulat, panunood, tulad ng komunikatibong pagtuturo ng wika, pagtuturong batay sa nalalaman, iba't ibang akda, pampanitikan at pagsasanib ng gramatikusong tulong ng iba't ibang teksto. At isinaalang-alang din ang pagsasanib ng mga pagpapahalagang pagkatauhan sa pag-aaral at pagsusuri ng iba't ibang akdang pampanitikan. So the next core curriculum is science, grade 1 to grade 6 and grade 7 to 10. Science education aims to develop scientific literacy among students that will prepare them to be informed and participative citizens who are able to make judgments and decisions regarding applications of scientific knowledge that may have social, health, or environmental impacts. The science curriculum recognizes the place of science and technology in every human affairs. It integrates science and technology in the civic, personal, social, economic, and the values and ethical aspects of life. The science curriculum promotes a strong link between science and technology, including indigenous technology, keeping our country's cultural uniqueness. Course deals with the basic concept in biology, chemistry, physics, and earth space science. Every quarter presents the different science disciplines across grade levels in increasing complexity. The course is focused on the development of awareness and understanding of practical every problems that affects the learners' lives and those around them. Mathematics. So, elementary mathematics covers basic concepts and ideas, scales and processes on numbers and number geometry, measurement, patterns and algebra, probability and statistics, and unless using appropriate technology in critical thinking, problem solving, reasoning, communicating, making connections, representations, decision in real life. So, it includes key concepts and principles. It includes key concepts and principles of number sense, measurements, algebra, geometry, probability, and statistics as applied, using appropriate technology in critical thinking, problem solving, reasoning, communicating, making connections, representations, and decision in real life. So mathematics is generally defined as a science that deals with numbers. It involves operation among numbers, and it is also help you to calculate the product, how many discounted prices. Here, if you're good in math, can calculate very fast, calculate very fast. Mathematicians and scientists rely in mathematics principles in the real life to experiment with new thing and every day. Yes, many students say that I hate mathematics, and yes, I am one of them. So the next core curriculum is Araling Panlipunan or AP. Ito ay asignatura na nagtuturo ng mga konsepto sa pananagutang pansarili, pamilya, kapwa, bansa, daigdig at Diyos. Pananagutan para sa kabutihang panlahat upang mamuhay ng may kaayusan, katiwasay, kaunlaran tungo sa kaligayahan ng tao. Ang asignaturang ito ay naglalayong tumatalakay sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas gamit ang isip ng mga piling primaryang sanggunian mula sa iba't ibang panahon at uri, at pagmamalas ng malalim sa pag-unawa sa mga pangunahing kaisipan at mga napapanahong isyu sa pag-aaral ng kasaysayan, pamahalaan, kultura at lipunan ng mga rehiyong Asyano, kasaysayang pandaigdig at napapanahong isyu sa economics at pambansang pangunlad. So, example. So, this focuses on human connection and how society function. Araling Panlipunan is a learning discipline that is concerned with the study of society. Also, it's developed the students' literacy and effective participation as a citizen of the country by according to Corpus and Salandang 2012. Next core curriculum is Edukasyong Pantahanan, Pangkabuhayan or EPP, and Technology and Livelihood Education or TLE. So, Edukasyong Pantahanan at Pangkabuhayan develops knowledge, skills, values, and attitude in agriculture, entrepreneurship, and information communication technology or ICT, home economics, and industrial arts that can help improve self, family, and community life considering sustainable development. And Edukasyong Pantahanan at Pangkabuhayan develop knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes in agriculture, entrepreneurships, and information communication technology or ICT that can help improve self, family, and community life considering sustainable development. And the last core curriculum is music, art, physical education, and health or what we call MAPI. The music program focuses on the learners as the recipient of the knowledge, skills, and values necessary for artistic expression and cultural literacy. The curriculum design is student-centered based learning. Thus, the learner is empowered through active involvement and participation to effectively correlate music and act of the development of his or her vision of the world. This learning area for major components, namely music, arts, physical education, and health. Music and arts deals with the study of man's aesthetic expression throughout sounds and visual, mirroring the sentiments and ideas of society and culture and contributing the development of individual and collective identity. It is designed to the student-centered based learning focused on appreciation and application where basic fundamental the learners to effectively correlate music and arts to the study of saan mo siya? Study of the Philippine culture. Study of the Philippine culture as influenced by history, the culture of its neighbors, and the effects of globalization and advancement of information technology. While the physical education, or what we call PE, physical education program is anchored on the tenet move to learn and learn to move, with ultimate goal of achieving lifelong fitness. It shall contribute to the development of fitness, health, and wellness among school-age students, as provided in the program rich and challenging physical activity experiences. It shall promote the development of participated and active body, learning to use the body in moving efficiently and effectively in a given space, time, effort, and assurance of a quality movement. This desire for becoming a physical educated persons thus aid an individual and successfully selecting and participating activities appropriate and various stage of life. Physical education and help promote the development of active and healthy lifestyle. Physical education focuses on the 5 strands, namely body management, movement, skills, games and sports, rhythm and dance, and physical fitness. Each strand is sequentially developed across grade levels, including activities under varied age appropriate to address the needs and interests of learners. The next is the health program from kindergarten to grade 6 focuses on the physical, mental, emotional, social, moral, and spiritual dimensions of health and enables to learners to acquire essential knowledge, attitudes, and skills, use and abuse, and reduce health-related risk behaviors and injuries with the view of maintaining and improving personal, family, community, national, and global health. Core curriculum is edukasyon sa pagkatao or ESP, grade 1 to 6 and grade 7 to 10. Ang edukasyon sa pagkatao ESP ay asignaturang bahagi ng K-12 na gagabay at uhubog sa mga kabataan. Ang tunguhin o outcome ng ESP ay kabataang nagpapasya at kumikilos at mapanagutan tungo sa kabutihang panglahat. Nangangahulugan ito na lilinangin at paunlarin ang pagkataong etikal ng bawat mag-aaral upang maipamalas ito. Kailangang magtaglay siya sa 5 pangunahing kakayahan or macro skills: pag-unawa, pagninilay, pagsangguni, pagpapasya at pagkilos. Ang edukasyon sa pagpakatao ay naglalayong malinlang at mapaunlad ang kakayahan ng mga mag-aaral sa moral na pagpapasya at paggawa ng mga pasyang batay sa idinidikta sa tamang konsensya. 4 na tama ang nililinang sa paraang expanding spiral mula kindergarten hanggang grade 10. Panagutang pansarili at pagiging kasapi sa pamilya, pakikipagkapwa at katatagan ng pamilya, paggawa tungo sa pambansang pag-unlad at pakikibahagi sa pandaigdigang pagkakaisa at pagkamaka pagkamaka sa Diyos at pasensya sa kabutihan. Now let's proceed the high school curriculum, and they have 4 tracks in grade 11 and grade 12. They are academic, textbook, sports, arts, and design. And they have 4 academic strands, which is STEAM or science, technology, engineering, and math, humanities and social science, EBM, accounting, business and management, GAS, general academic strand. The next is senior high school curriculum. They have 31 subjects, 15 course, 7 contextualized subjects, 9 specialization subjects. Now let's proceed to the core subject. They have 8 core learning areas and subjects. First is language, and they have oral communication, reading and writing, komunikasyon at pananaliksik sa kulturang Pilipino. Second, humanities. They have 21st century literature from the Philippines and the world, contemporary Philippine art from the region. Third, communication. They have media and information literacy. Fourth, mathematics. They have general mathematics and statistics and probability. Fifth, science. They have earth and science, disaster readiness and risk reduction. Next, social science. They have personal development or pampanitikang kaunlaran, understanding culture, society, and politics. Next, philosophy. Introduction to philosophy of the human person or pambungad sa filosofiya ng tao. Last, PE and health. We have physical education and health. So the next is academic track. They have English for academic and professional purposes, introduction to research method quantitative, introduction to research method qualitative, Filipino courses, ICT for learners, entrepreneurships, research projects. And the textbook, sports, arts and design, they have English for the professions, research skills 1, research skills 2, mga diskurso sa trabaho, ICT application, entrepreneurships, research projects, or culminating activity. The specialization subject and academic track or EBM. They have business ethics and social responsibility, fundamentals of accountancy, business and management 1, fundamentals of accountancy, business and management 2, business math, business finance, organization and marketing, principles of marketing, work immersions, research, career advocacy, culminating. The next is core subject. The first is we have language. The first is language. We have oral communication, reading and writing, komunikasyon sa pagsusuri sa wika at kulturang Pilipino, pagbasa at pagsusuri. Second, humanities. They have 21st century literature from the Philippines and the world, contemporary Philippine art from the regions. Next is communication. They have media and information literacy. Fourth is mathematics. They have general mathematics, statistics, and probability. Next, science. They have earth science subject, disaster readiness, and risk reduction. Next is social science. They have personal development or pampanitikang kaunlaran, understanding culture, society, and politics. Last is philosophy. Introduction to philosophy of the human persons or pambungad sa filosofiya ng tao. So the next is STEM specialization. They have pre-calculus, basic calculus, general biology 1, general biology 2, general physics 1, general physics 2, general chemistry 1, general chemistry 2, work immersion, research advocacy, and culminating. Next is yung specialization. They have creative writing, creative non-fiction, the literacy essay, word, religions, and belief, belief system, trends, networks, and critical thinking in 21st century, Philippine politics and governance, community engagement, social participation, and citizenship, disciplines and ideas in the social sciences, disciplines and ideas in the applied science, work immersions, research, career, advocacy, and culminating. Next is general academic strands specialization, and they have humanities 2, social science 1, applied economics, organization and management, disaster readiness and risk reduction, elective 1 from any track strand, elective 2, elective 2 from any eh, from any tracks strands, work immersion, research, career, advocacy, and culminating. So the last is they have safety and first aid, human movement, fundamental of coaching, sports, officiating and activity management, fitness, sports and recreation, and leadership. Psychosocial aspects of sports and exercise, fitness, testing, and exercising programming, practicum in campus, work immersion, research, career, advocacy, and culminating.
So okay, that's all for the module 6, gearing up for the future curriculum reforms. Thank you.